Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erin and I share videos regarding paying off my very large debt of almost $200,000. I will link that video in the description and up here in the cards, but basically go over things that I am buying and saving on and everything kind of related to budget. And this video I kind of want to talk about March and how March went. This month currently is actually my 1 year of doing this whole debt-free kind of journey. I started the middle of March last year. It was off to a very rocky start. I feel like I got a lot accomplished. I will be making a follow-up video regarding my complete 1 year, what I did, what I didn't do, things that went well, things that didn't go well, and things like that. But this particular video, I just want to talk about March and the complications regarding everything that is going on and how that is impacting me. And I would love to know what you guys are doing as far as certain things, because I would love your input. I'm kind of debating on different things that I have the option of doing, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I'm kind of going through the pros and cons in my head right now, and if you guys have any suggestions or opinions on the matter, I would love to hear them down below in the comments after the video. I'll try and make this super short so you don't have to wait super long into the video to find out what I'm confused on as far as like what to do. So I have everything pretty much right here as far as the things that I want to talk about. Basically, my biggest concern is I am not sure. Obviously, the whole country, the whole world really is going through this pandemic and job issues and payments and everything like that. I just want to say that as of right now, I am extremely fortunate to continue to be able to work. I work in healthcare. For those of you who don't know, I work in the operating rooms. I mainly do spine surgeries, or I don't do spine surgeries, I monitor spine surgeries. So, I mean, we're needed in the operating room. However, because of everything that's going on, I actually live in, or right outside of the biggest hotspot in the US, right outside of New York City. I live in Stamford, Connecticut now. So all of the hospitals around here are obviously extremely affected by everything that's going on, and pretty much all elective surgeries have been canceled. So because of that, our workload is very obviously decreased, but we're still employed because obviously there are things that are going to come up like traumas and things like that. So I just want to say I'm very lucky and very appreciative to still have a job. However, I still am concerned, like everybody else, that that job could, for whatever reason, not be there shortly. I don't know how long this is going to take, which is also very concerning. So my biggest thing is, number one, so I have all of my student loans through Nelnet. Now they just released a statement saying that certain loans, I would say hopefully the majority of them are being, you can go on to deferment without any interest accruing for, I don't think it said how long of a period of time, but that means like your payments would stop until maybe everything kind of calms down. Again, I don't know the time frame. My debate is, because I'm not focused on my student loans and paying them off right now, my minimum payment to my student loans is $596 a month. So because I'm so worried about where I would have income coming from besides just unemployment, if I should just go ahead and put my student loans in deferment, not gaining any interest, and then save the money that I would be normally paying towards my student loans and just putting that into my savings account. I'm leaning towards that option because, again, my focus right now is not paying, in my debt journey, is not paying off the student loans, because I owe a lot of student loans. Like, that is the last thing that I'm going to tackle because it's so large. I owe $57,000. Like, I'm just going off the top of my head, but I think it's $157,000. So again, that is the last thing in my goal to pay off. So I'm thinking of doing the deferment, putting everything into savings, and then if I turn around and obviously this whole thing kind of ends as far as the elective surgery cancellations and life gets back to normal, and I would have all of that money to just go straight towards other debts like my credit cards and my car. So I think that, I mean, I still kind of want to know your opinions, but I think rationally that makes more sense because I have $1,000 emergency fund. However, I don't think that that is large enough to help. I mean, that's definitely not enough to support me if anything were to happen financially, because I mean, I have $1,000 emergency fund for small things that I need. Like, I just had a blown tire last week and I ended up getting 2 new tires for the 2 front tires of my car because they were completely bald, and I knew it had to happen eventually, and the fact that one of them pretty much ruptured, it was kind of like, okay, I need to do this. So I took some money out of my emergency fund and I paid and got 2 new tires. Now, those are the kind of things that I'm using that emergency fund for. That emergency fund isn't going to cover me if I lose my job. So I think logically this makes sense to defer my student loans, thankfully without interest, and then putting that into savings, because even if I have, you know, I think I have around 4,000 and some in my checking account right now. Obviously other bills have to be paid and I'm not missing any other bills. I'm still paying my rent because I am still getting a paycheck, so I'm not going to take advantage of the system and not pay things because I can. It's just the fact that the student loans, that might be a good option. And I guess the only other thing that I wanted to kind of get your opinions on is whether or not I should suspend my debt journey until all of this is over. So I'm obviously going to continue, like I said, to pay all of my bills and make sure everything is on time. But I don't think, kind of related to the last one, I don't think I'm going to make any debt snowball payments until this is all blown over and I know that I'm in the clear, I'm keeping my job, my work is going back to normal, and then I will use all of that money and put it towards a credit card to pay off. I think that that is the smartest decision for me. This month I didn't pay anything, I didn't make any snowball payments. My last kind of debt update, I told you I was waiting until my next paycheck to kind of decide what I was gonna do as far as like big things like my car and things like that. When I got my tires changed, that rumbling, shaking in my car actually went away. So I think that it was something to do with the tire. So what I thought was gonna be super, super expensive is probably not. I'm crossing my fingers, I don't know, but that's my hope, is that when I go to get it inspected, that will change. Now, I didn't get to get my Connecticut license because all the DMVs are currently closed. So that is also something that I have to think about coming up when the, you know, economy kind of opens up again and businesses start opening up. Then I will have to make sure I pay for the DMV stuff and getting my title and all that and my car inspected. So I went ahead, and even though I live in Connecticut now, I had to pay for my New Jersey registration because that was ending and I still haven't changed anything over to Connecticut. So it was bad timing. So I'm gonna end up paying for 2 registrations until I can get everything changed over to Connecticut, but it doesn't matter. It just had to be done, and I didn't want to like risk anything happening on the road and not having the correct registration or an expired registration. So that's where I'm at with that. So those are the 2 biggest things. I would like your opinion on whether or not I should do the student loan or deferment and hold on to those payments that I normally would be making towards my student loans, which is about $600 a month. So even if it saves $600, like that would be $600 in my savings account, and then whatever left over I have from bills, whether or not I should suspend, which I'm gonna do anyway, I think, because it doesn't make sense to pay off credit cards and then if something were to happen, just load them all back up again because I can't pay for groceries. So that is my kind of thinking on the situation. Again, I want to acknowledge how grateful I am that I still have a job and I'm still getting a paycheck, because I know there are a lot of people, friends of mine, family of mine, that are currently out of work because of everything that's going on and on unemployment now or trying to make ends meet. And I just want to say that I'm thinking about you guys, and don't take this, I guess, the wrong way, and I'm not bragging or anything, but I'm just very grateful. I think that is going to be the sum of this video. I will make a upcoming video, like I said, going over how much I've done, have not done, and kind of like an overview of this last year and what I've learned, what I am looking forward to do in the following year, because this is my 1 year basically debt-free journey, and I pretty much share everything with you guys anyway, so I hope you guys watch that and stay tuned for that. And if you have any questions or comments, again, I would love to know your opinion on the situation. If you guys want to let me know how you all are doing in this, you know, I'm thinking about you, and I hope that you are able to continue your debt-free journey when all this blows over, kind of like me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.